Alright, so I am that guy. I'm going to be doing a YouTube channel introduction slash story, I guess, about certain things in my life and how I had the worst ever weekend ever, which honestly kind of sounds good, but honestly in the certain disproportions will sound like ass. Anyway, this is my YouTube channel. This is my first ever video. I didn't know what I was going to do because I'm kind of stupid when it comes to this, and I don't want to sound like another child, which I kind of am, but don't care about that. I'm 15, which is a child. So anyway, yeah, I hope this is good enough for me to start off a YouTube channel. I'll do some other stuff later, I guess. But anyway, I'm gonna start right now about the time I had a really bad weekend. So about a couple months ago, I was supposed to go to Brisbane with my mum and my brother, and honestly, we were supposed to go by plane because A, it was the school time, and B, it was kind of boring to go just do a drive and then drive back because it was just going to be really quickly and not worth it. So I guess me, my brother, and my mum would go to the airport, and our airport in our hometown is fairly small. And since it's fairly small, I can't really do much around it. And the problem with it is that our plane was delayed by like 6 hours. Now this has actually happened before. I guess it's some kind of curse I have. That last time I went on the plane trip, it was cursed. I guess it was if I get on like a certain plane, the plane that I have, I'm not going to do anything because I might dox the hell out of myself, which is not good for an early YouTuber. But the time that I didn't go with my mom and my brother and my dad. They went pretty alright. They got on there on time. They had a good flight. But when I did it, it was delayed by like a large margin. And yeah, my mom was pretty pissed off about it, like all of us. I guess my brother was also a little bit pissed at it, my little brother. But for me, I was kind of okay with it because this only happened like twice and it wasn't that bad. Um, so yeah, we waited about a couple minutes and shit, and it was honestly just terrible just to sit down there. We go around the airport, they like a lounger there, but at least like people going on there in first class. And honestly, I can't do first class in like any proposition I can. This might be a little bit worse than I kind of expected it to be. Honestly, I expected it just to go a little earlier. It would have started off. Ooh. Yeah, I might be stuttering honestly because I don't speak too much. This is the only main reason why I'm doing this YouTube channel is because I want to tell stories that I wouldn't can't tell my friends. Not really because it was embarrassing, it's because they just don't listen, which is kind of sad. I do tell some friends. Um, so yeah, keep going. We finally got on our plane trip, and it was all actually flooding in the town we were going to. And it was a bigger town, like a capital city type of, but not in Australia, no, just in the state that I was in. Yeah, and I do enjoy the city vibe. I really do want to go once I finish high school. But honestly, it just depends what's going on in the moment. So yeah, we actually got stuck on the damn plane again. We got stuck in the plane for about like another like 2 hours, which was honestly boring. Like my phone wasn't got any connection, so I couldn't do anything. So I just sat there with my headphones in it. If you ever got delayed on a flight trip on any country ever, you probably understand my pain. But honestly, I don't understand it either. So for a large majority of certain things, what I would do in that sort of thing was just sit back and just listen to myself. But honestly, because I'm how tall I am, I'm 6'3" in a small little tight plane, it's hard for me to do it well. So also I was sitting on the lane that had like the car that was going through, and that was kind of terrible to be honest. Like I wanted to move my knees out to make myself a bit more comfortable, but I had to move it in, so I want to get my knees and foot obliterated to like the dark realm or whatever the hell it's called. I don't watch Yu-Gi-Oh. Then all of a sudden, like the past, when we finally left out there, I kind of felt terrified because A, it was storming, and B, it was storming. I just felt like bollocks, and I'm not a good flyer. I don't fly too often and that. But when we finally got there, it was night, it was dark, it was raining, and it was scary, and I didn't really enjoy it well. So we finally get into the airport of the big city that I was going to, and the only reason why I was mainly going there was for my auntie's birthday that I haven't seen in like 14 years, probably more or less, for like 12 like, years or something. I soon as we got there, my auntie could picked us up. We went to the cousin's house. Honestly, it was just a boring time because we only staying there for like a day and a half. And also, we didn't do anything for that day and a half because it was wet and flooding, and most of the borders around the big city, like, trapped and everything, so we couldn't go to much places. I hope we actually get to do more stuff later on throughout the year. Probably if I get enough YouTube money out of this, I'll probably do it. Um, yeah. So she didn't actually show up. She didn't show up to the damn uh party and that because she was blocked off because she lives in another state from us. So I was basically standing there doing nothing. And honestly, I wouldn't recommend doing like an entire weekend trip if you're doing absolutely nothing there. If you just want to do vacationing, I would understand if you're doing like a wedding or birthday there, like we originally planned to do, but it wouldn't just make it out, man. It was just wouldn't. It was pretty terrible, pretty shit. Kind of mid shot, kind of low, element bozo, kind of shit like that. Yeah, but we were delayed again when we had to go back home, back to my house or something like that. And it was just terrible. Like, we were only sitting in a line and I didn't want to go anywhere because it was a pretty big airport, but I didn't want to go anywhere because honestly, something might happen like, oh, ding, 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 oh, we had to go back. And the only time that I did it, I was right. We had to, like, I rushed back because I was like halfway across the other side of the damn airport. So I had to rush back home and we were just about to board, not really just about to board. But yeah, it's kind of boring, honestly. I don't know. It could have been worse. The airplane could have been shot down or blew up or something like that. The goddamn, there could have been a killed me or something. Someone could have killed me. Yeah, it could have been worse like that. But honestly, if I had to say something to the audience to do it, don't fucking do it. Like, don't do it. Honestly, like on your first try, do not do it. I wouldn't recommend it in any other way. So yeah, I'm that guy, the almost near most critical clone, I guess, but I don't want to be him. I want to try and make myself up a new image. But, see what happens later. This is my first YouTube video anymore. See ya, chumps.